Hello guys, welcome to this video, welcome to the front of my car, welcome to the sorry state that is my front headlights. Probably the only thing that's really letting this car down at the moment. Basically the plan is for this video is to give them an overhaul, make them look as good as the rest of the car. As you can see, this one has got some sort of major leak going on, but both of them are very yellow. So I have actually used a lens cleaner and cleaned these up before, but I didn't clear coat them, so they've gone back to how they were. So they look horrible. Obviously light output isn't great from them either. So the plan for this video is I'm going to be taking the lights apart, spraying the inside, the whole inside of it matte black, and then the ring that holds the magnifier for the main beam, I'm going to be getting that done in a unique way that I haven't seen done on another EP3, so stay tuned for that part of the video. I can't commit to having these lights off the car because this is more than a one-day job, so I've actually bought a completely different set of lights from Haas at Garage EP3, shout out to you, and basically I'm going to be cleaning these ones up rather than doing these because I still need to use the car. What we're going to do is take these apart and then I'll pick the video up again once these are in bits because that is a challenging process, and once they're done I will then walk you through the process of how it was done. Let's get on with it, I suppose. Let's get these things apart. Okay then guys, so here is the light all dismembered. I have the other light done as well, but I just thought you don't need to see both for me to explain this process. So the way to do this then is you put the light in the oven at 100 degrees for about 15 minutes and that melts all of this glue that's around in here, and it's also still on here in there. This glue is crazy. You need to use a trim prying apart tool to start sort of manipulating the panel. You can see that there's like these little clips, so you need to pop those off and then basically start the top corner of the light and then work your way around and basically just keep prying and prying, and then this piece and this piece come apart as one, and then you're left with this, and these bits are in here. And then to get this bit off, there are basically 4 screws that you unscrew from the back, which you can reach through with a screwdriver once you've loosened them off, because otherwise you're going to rip the threads up. So to do that we used this to loosen them in this, and then had a long screwdriver that we then unscrewed them with, and basically this whole bit comes off in one piece. Well, the front comes off and then this bit sort of falls out because it can't be held in by this anymore. So my plan is, I think I'm going to spray this red because that will then match the red and carbon fibre theme I have going on with the car. So the plan, now that all of this is apart, is this is the bit that is going to go all this matte black. It's weird actually, when you take this out of the car it looks like the whole thing's black already. This is still as it came out, so that's all silver on the outside. So the idea is to get it all matte black, so I'm just going to do that whole inside, mask off this and stuff like that. I'm then going to be cleaning these up because obviously they are not in the best condition, so I've got a lens restoration kit for that. So usually what people do with these is they then spray them, so I've seen people do these in red, I've seen people do these in white and things like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these to go and get hydro dipped in a carbon fibre effect, because then that's going to match my grille and obviously the other bits of carbon, and then with the red shining through from this, that should look pretty cool. So we're going to head over to take these to get hydro dipped now because they've got a pretty good turnaround time if we get them to them today. While that's happening, if I've got enough time, then I'm going to start spraying these. If you need more info on this, there's a good tutorial video on how to do this part, which I'll link in the description. So anyway, I'm going to get on the road, get these parts ready to be sprayed basically. So guys, the bits are dropped off here. I didn't realise the amount of things that you have to do before you just dip it. I thought it was like, I'll just prep it and then put it in the thing, but there's paint and there's a couple of coats of lacquer, and those can be tinted to make it look different and things like that. So we figured out what we're going to do, and yeah, a couple of days we'll be coming back.
12 seconds later.
Now that I'm back, I'm going to take apart this light. I've already done this one, I'll show you that in a sec. So basically this bit comes out, this bit comes out, and I'm going to be masking them up. So you can see in here, this is all chrome. I'm going to leave that chrome because this is for the indicators, and I'm just going to put my standard indicator bulb in. And then up here, this is the side light, so I'm probably going to leave this as well. So basically pop these bits out with clips. Try not to break the clips like I did. So as you can see, those obviously sit in there like that and what have you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask these up and then put them back in, because I want to leave this bit chrome, and I suppose I'll just leave that bit, it's kind of harder to get to. So I'm going to mask those up and then rub this down, but you guys don't need to see that because that's boring. And with that, I'm going to pick this video up tomorrow because because tomorrow I'm going to start spraying this stuff, and yeah, so when you see this again, it will all be ready to go and it will be the next day.
A few inches later.
So guys, it's the next day. I have masked everything up. I've got it all ready to go. So scratched up. The only thing I need to do is clean it up before spraying on it so there's no artifacts or anything that end up in the paint. But I've got that's ready to go, and then I've got these also masked up and ready to go. So these will be going red, that's obviously going matte black. Come and see the paint booth that has been created in this little shed. We've got a light in here, and yeah, sort of just covered up stuff that's probably going to get hit. But the plan is I'm going to test on this teak oil can. I've never sprayed anything before. Once I've sprayed that, I'm going to then do the little light inserts red. I'm going to do that because I just want to make sure I'm in the best possible situation I can be for doing the main bit that you're going to actually be able to see, which is the light surrounds. So that's the plan. I don't know how this is going to go because I've never done anything like this before, but let's see. Just going to go for it. Just go full send and give it a go. So I'm going to go with one really light coat to start with, just because the paint has something else to stick to. Even though I have scratched this up, there's no primer or anything. So I'm going to go really light with it first and hope, basically. I guess there's no turning back. Here we go. I'm going to go across it diagonally now. Okay, I'm not going to do one there because I'm scared it's going to run. Cool, so I'm just going to spray this, and I think I'm just going to finish this one and then come back to you because I'm too scared about what I'm doing. So I'll check back with you once this one's done and we'll see if it looks any good or not. So here's a little before and after then, guys. Definitely happy I went with the red. There were so many options of red in Halfords, and I even looked at Milano red, but it was just like almost like a burgundy. So that's why I went for this colour red. So I guess now paint the next one. Both of those little bits are sprayed red now. I'm just leaving those to dry before taking a look at them one last time and then taking off all the masking. So I'll show you those once they're fully done. So we're going to be moving on to this now. And I said yesterday that I was going to be masking this area off, but I've decided I'm not going to do that because I think this bit in here would annoy me, that being silver. So I'm actually going to just spray this whole lot. That's the plan now. Because this bit's like more of a recess and it's hard to get in there, I'm going to do this way first, spray just that bit on both of them, then start doing the rest of it because I don't want to get too much build up there. Okay, that looks covered to me, and no runs. So I'm going to let that dry for a bit and then probably come back and do another coat once it's had time to settle and stuff like that, because there's definitely areas that are like, you can still see some of the shiny coming through a little bit. But I mean, even though it's going matte black, it probably would be all right, but I just want to be sure. Fully primered up and ready for the black. It looks super cool. It's just weird seeing it all one uniform color now, because obviously it was black and silver before. This came out really well, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how the black's going to look on this, because it's so exciting. It's actually coming together. It's been a vision of mine for months and now it's actually happening. So yeah, next step is the black. This has had time to dry, so it is time to spray the black. So this is it. This is the bit I'm most excited for, but also I am terrified because this is obviously the bit that everyone's gonna see. I might start with the under bit because that won't get seen. Oh, I don't know. Okay, right, okay, here we go. Okay, so this is it pretty much done. There's still a couple of little bits, but it's hard to tell because it's a matte paint. When it's drying, it looks like there's areas you've missed because obviously when it's wet, it's like a gloss. You can see it's still wet in there, so it's still got some shine, but then other places are matte. So it's hard to say at this point, but I think this one is pretty much done. Moving on to the next one, but there's no point in filming that because it's gonna be exactly the same process as this. So yeah, catch up with you guys once that one's done as well. Okay guys, so they are all sprayed. What the plan is, we're going to stick them in a room that they can dry overnight, and we're going to come back to this tomorrow after we've picked up the bits from the hydro dipping place. But here is one of the red bits still masked up, so I'm not going to unmask it until tomorrow once it's actually properly dried and everything. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow and we'll unmask stuff and see how everything looks.
The next day.
So guys, it's the next day. The bits look really, really cool. And I've already popped this panel out because that's a terrifying job. Here is what it looks like, basically. It is pretty much exactly how I wanted it to turn out, which is so, so cool. I'm gonna unmask this piece, and I suppose I could just pop this back in once I've done that. And then I've also got one of the red ones, and then I'll just do these two, and then you don't need to see the other ones because it's the same thing over and over again. It's all unmasked, and it is so cool. This has got no paint on it at all, so that did the job. And the line around here Considering this was done in a shed is pretty crazy. I mean, even this bit, you can see that all this blue, that's obviously where the Honda overspray went. I can't believe how well it's come out. It just looks awesome. Next stop is gonna go and pick up those bits from the hydro dipper. Okay guys, it's actually the next day. We managed not to be able to film at the hydro dipping place because it was just a quick in and out thing. It's time for the reboot, but I thought I would show you these. They look so cool. So shout out to MK Hydro Dipping. Links will be in the description if you want to get something similar to this done. Completely different from the chrome silver there was before. So definitely what I envisage. Looks super, super cool. Now I've got those back, it is time to reassemble everything. So I'm going to start by building up the bit that holds the red piece. This bit, because now I've got these back, these are what that all mounts to. So we can have that as one complete unit that can be ready to go, and then it's heating up the oven and getting these bits back together really. So all of these bits all have to go together and mount to this basically. So I'm gonna do that. I can't really do it while filming it at the same time because I need my hands. I'm gonna attach this all back on there and you'll see this in a sec when it's all done.
20 minutes later.
Okay, this is the best angle I could find to actually get the red to show up on camera. It looks way more red in real life. You can see the red shining through. So that is this part of the puzzle ready to go. Next part is putting the matte black bit back together and then getting them in the oven. Pretty simple really. Clip this back in on the top, then screw this bit in here, just on that one mount, just there, and then that half's ready to go. Okay, that was a bit of a battle. Actually clipping this in was way harder than I thought. But yeah, this is ready to go. Obviously this thing is disgusting and needs cleaning up, but this is ready for the oven now. It's in the oven. It's pretty much lined up already with where it needs to be, but once the glue softens, it should allow it to be able to go together properly. It's out the oven, it's back together. It's pretty much impossible to not get the glue everywhere. So this needs some cleaning up, and so it's still pretty warm. Basically gonna clean it up, try and get as much of this glue off as possible, then do the lens thing. But next, gonna get the other light in the oven and get that together.
12 seconds later.
And here we have two headlights back together. They look insane. I just can't wait to just clean them up and get them actually shiny on the front. I guess this is now at the point that most people would usually do the headlight restoration kit. I got this from Euro Car Parts for a tenner. So I thought, you know what, let's give this one a go. You don't need to see me do that because you can watch loads of videos on how to do this stuff. Catch you guys once these are both done, which I have no idea when that's gonna be. So yeah, see you guys in the future.
One eternity later.
Okay guys, it's been a week, an entire week since that last clip. An absolute nightmare with that Holt lens restoration kit. Just buy the 3M one. It's more expensive, but it's fully worth it. I bought that afterwards and it took maybe 2 hours. I'd spent maybe 12 hours using that other one. It was an absolute nightmare. Despite that actually, it did come with this headlight sealer, which I've used instead of the clear coat because I'm intrigued to see how this works. And then if this just doesn't work, I'll just end up clear coating them anyway. So this is something that is pretty good that comes with it. Here we go then. This is the finished look and it's pretty different. I mean, I've just obviously spent hours and hours on this, so I've just been looking at it for ages and not thinking it's that different, but when you look at it next to the ones on the car, pretty major difference. So I will take you over and show you the before and after right now, and then we'll get into installing them. And here we go. Pretty obvious that it's a pretty major difference. Gonna get these in the car basically. I think I'm not even gonna film taking the bumper off and stuff because by this point I just want to get them on the car. I will check back with you guys once they're either one's on the car to see a before and after, or they're both on. I don't know at this point in time, but yeah. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So one is in, all the lights are working. I've tested that already, but look how much better it looks. Before, after. Bumper and everything off over here. I'm just gonna do the second one now and get it all finished up.
2 hours later.
Okay guys, the car's back together. It looks amazing. It's been so much work, but it looks super cool. All right, have a look, check this out. just look at, they look so cool. They're just exactly what I pictured basically. I would 100% recommend doing this if you have the time. The key one is the time, because it took ages, and I'd say advice for doing it would be clean the lenses up beforehand, but I mean, it looks awesome. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Make sure you comment down below if you like the idea of this, if you're going to give it a go. Happy to answer any questions that anyone has, so drop those in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.